Hi, and welcome to this week's practice diary. This is week 5, practice diary 4. I have finished the LPW track, which was Hosier's from Eden, which was a very different song for me. It's not kind of a usual rock song, but it was really good. It was quite soulful. I think I managed to use my own voice instead of being the kind of archetypal covers singer who molds their voice to that of the artist that they're covering. So that was really good for that. There's some bits I didn't like about the song and bits I found really difficult, particularly in the time signature. So it's a 5/4 signature, and it just made me miss my cues every now and again, or even come in a bit early every now and again, just because I couldn't put my finger on that time signature quite quickly as I should have. Another thing, I made a mistake this week, that I didn't listen to the lyrics. I didn't read the lyrics as I was learning the song, so I had it on in the car on repeat, and kind of guessed at what the lyrics were. So when I saw them yesterday before I started recording, I had to try and figure out how they all fitted in. So that's a mistake I won't be doing again. But I enjoyed the song. I had a look at my smart targets to see kind of the progress that I was making and what I'd done so far, and I definitely think that the song this week from Eden really kind of showed me that I'm improving my vibrato, which is I think my 5th smart target. In the verses, I could control the very small spaces of time where Hosier just had a little bit of vibrato. Babe, there's something magic about you, something so tragic about you. Oh. And that's me actively kind of engaging vibrato, which I couldn't do before. I was really accidental, but now I can kind of do it at request when I want to do it. About you, babe, which is really good, and I can feel the progress coming. So so I had a quick look at the smart targets, and this week kind of improving vibrato has really come along, and actually I think I'm coming towards having that wrapped up. I have created and used a warm-up technique, and I'm doing it more regular, so I'm warming up daily. Tomorrow night I've got 3 hours practice, followed by a Friday night 2.5 hour gig. So I'm really going to try and put these to the test. 5 or 6 hours singing with probably some time in between to rest. So we'll see how I pan at the weekend and how I've lasted and got through that, particularly in the gig conditions. And finally this week I've been doing some music theory related to some feedback that I had in one of my last videos, and it's to do with sharpening the higher notes, or my higher notes. So sorry. So how that's relating to music theory, I'm not sure if you can hear, but I'm using a piano here. Now I don't play piano, but using kind of theory that I know, I've been trying to sing along with a piano. So I know that C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C is a C major scale. But on guitar, if you go to a D and play exactly the same pattern or shape on a guitar, you get a D major scale. Now if you play that on a piano, I get D Dorian instead of D Ionian. So obviously you have to think about where the sharps and flats are going to be. So I've gone back and looked at circles of fifths, how many sharps and flats I expect to be in each scale, and that's obviously going to make me think about which of the black keys I need to play, and then that's tied in with the vocals as well. So if I figure out ensuring that I'm sorry and then going to the next circle of fifths, so C, F. So I know that there's going to be one sharp in there. F, G, A sharp, C, D, E, F. And then obviously I can work out the modes from there. So this using the piano is something that I never do. And I've been able to kind of do it okay this week, particularly with chords as well. Major chords, first, third, or fifth, and obviously if I want minor, flatten the thirds, or adding sevenths, etc. So it's been quite interesting, and then trying to sing those as I do them, and focusing on that. So that's my video diary for this week, focused around smart targets, the Hozier song, and learning how to play a piano. See ya.